got a podcast thinking you should watch it. If you driving, man, it's good for you to listen. No, we keep it real. No, we spit it raw. Sports dialogue. No, it's good if I'm involved. No, we're not the news. We just cool dudes with nobody to impress. Just talking our shit. Call it Pressman Coverage. Pressman Coverage.
Welcome into Pressman Coverage, a podcast dedicated to you, the fan. Today we are talking about our offensive outlook and what we just hope and pray that we do to surround Cam Ward with something, God dog it.
Something.
But before we do anything, got to introduce the crew. Captain Cody Moore in the building with us, baby. Talk to us.
Welcome to Parts Unknown, boys. Who's doing it like this?
Come on, man.
Who's doing it? There's nobody in this space that does it like us.
Come on, dog.
Nobody.
Come
telling
on.
you. Randy, how you feeling?
I'm good, man. Hey, we are here. This is what we've been working on, man. Thank y'all for just being patient with us, man. We're in a new space now, man. So the vibes are here, man. We're going to have some great content for you guys. Just stay locked in with us, man. We full swing in the off season, man. Hey, how you feeling?
Freeballing it.
Hey, we getting to it, man. We getting to it.
We like Myles Garrett in them gray shorts.
Yeah. Hey,
My bad.
We are about to get TOS on YouTube immediately. Golly. Okay. All right, man. So, look. Rookie Cam Ward showed us enough flashes where I think it warrants putting some pieces around him. We're at the place now where it feels like, no, it's not all in time. No, it's not, oh, my goodness, we got to go trade for Stephon Diggs in 2019, whenever he was actually called. It's time for us to at least give him something serviceable, man. Mm-hmm. Cody, how many pieces away offensively are we from having a serviceable, respectable offense?
Serviceable and respectable. So I think we need to get at least another top tier wide receiver.
Okay.
And I think we need to get an explosive running back.
Okay.
So now some of these running backs are starting to come off the board here pretty quickly. I'm starting to feel like George Pickens ain't coming either. So I may have have to flip my thoughts on the Calvin Ridley and Cutnam thing because there ain't gonna be nobody left.
Hey, man.
So
look,
who's out there right now? Tyreek Hill, Mike Evans, Deebo Samuel. None of them are exciting. Might as well just keep Calvin.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I've been on the side of just Calvin having a bounce back year and that connection with Brian Daboll. I wanted to see what happens with that. So, for me, I get it, but I didn't want us being too prideful when we're completely in a rebuild. Like, we have to take the talent that we have and stack onto that. I don't think we're in a place where we can create. We're not in a good place to where we can create more holes for ourselves to where we have to seek talent. And the free agency market is a little shaky right now. Like, it's rough. I'm in on Breece Hall. Like, if he's still out there, it's getting weird right now. I know Javonte Williams just got
reached for 24. I think.
Yeah, bro. So it's a little tough, man. I don't know. We might be defensive player shopping in the free agency, to be real.
Yeah. And, that's what kind of scares me about this thing. Okay, so the Ridley conversation, the reason why I was team keep Ridley and why I came around to the TP conversation is looking at free agency from a running back perspective. I feel like even with some of the guys who are projected to leave, you could still replace TP with somebody serviceable. If it ends up being Rico Dowdle, I think he can put up 1,000 yards. I think that if it ends up being Travis Etienne, he could be another 1,000-yard guy for us. Like, there's multiple guys out there who aren't the biggest names that could replace him. The wide receiver conversation, though, understanding that Juwan Jennings, to me, isn't a big upgrade. And to be right now projected to have the second highest cap hit or market value, out of all the available wide receivers, there's no chance. Like, we can pray that Wan'Dale Robinson pops available. We can, try to cling our hopes and talk us into Romeo Doubs. We're just going to have to really have some tough conversations. Because if you cut Calvin and pick up one of them, your room is essentially the same as what it was last year, except maybe a healthy guy at quote-unquote number one.
And you can bring back double touchdowns or double-digit touchdowns, Nick Westbrook-Akine.
Yeah, that was the last time he had double-digit anything. I don't think he had double-digit catches this past year.
Yeah, so, I mean, to me, it's all about the kind of style of running back that you like. Me, I want explosiveness. Mm-hmm. So, Tony Pollard does not fit that mold, which makes me instantly want to go to the Breece Hall conversation, where somebody who's probably considered a one-cut runner, he puts his foot in the dirt and he can get upfield, and once he gets upfield, you can't really stop him. Hard to catch. That's the kind of runner back that I want, somebody that can hit the big explosive plays. I like Rico Dowdle, but to me, he's kind of more the same in comparison to Tony Pollard. He's going to get you, your 15 to 20 and not break off a big 60 or 70.
Can we have a heartbreaking conversation real quick?
Yeah, you can break my heart.
This is going to break the heart of many of you guys out there, so I just want everybody to just soak this in.
Okay.
Seahawks have $72 million in available cap space. They will likely be signing back Kenneth Walker. People are like, oh, they're not going to franchise tag him because they're just going to straight up pay him.
He earned it.
Okay, so they're not letting go of Super Bowl champ. Like, there's just no point. Their backup is coming off of an ACL injury that wasn't in week 2 or 3. It was literally like in a divisional round of the playoffs. He may not be back till October. They're going to keep Kenneth Walker. Yeah. Breece Hall is a talent, is a major talent. All the local market and local beat reporters there in New York are saying that he's going to stay in some sort of fashion, whether it's pure extension, traditional franchise tag, transition tag. All we can do is pray for the transition tag so we can at least make an offer and see if they'll match it. With that being said, let's assume that he is traditionally franchise tag. Kenneth Walker goes back. When you talk about explosive available running backs, Cody, where do we go to from there?
I don't know. After that, to me, it's just Breece Hall. There's nobody really much left.
If Breece Hall's not there,
I don't know. That's what I was saying. That's
would you want to bring back TP at that point?
I guess so. That's kind of like the only option that you got, which sucks if we're being completely honest. TP was fine. You could try going down the Travis Etienne route. I think Travis Etienne can get downhill and break off some big ones. But, after that, it's like Raheem Mostert. You can go down the Jeremy McNichols route, which,
what about
of course...
Rashad White?
Rashad White? Well, is he a burner?
He's really... I wouldn't say a burner, but he's probably faster than TP.
He's like I think he's probably like a little echelon higher than Tajay Spears.
Yeah.
Being a third down back.
I'm not going to lie. Like, if it comes to like a Rashad White and that's what we're looking at, just keep TP. Like that.
Tyler Allgeier's not a burner, but
I'm cool. Keep TP.
I think Tyler Allgeier is pretty good.
If it comes to that, I will personally apologize. Tony, I will personally apologize
to your twin.
If it that's crazy.
Yeah, but okay. This is where I would feel more comfortable is if we did keep TP, we keep Tajay, and we bring in somebody to be in the rotation. Even if it's an A.J. Dillon, you come in, you do the short yardage stuff, Alexander Madison, I know he's been hurt, but like somebody like that, Kenneth Gainwell's unrestricted free agent. He's shown, last year in Pittsburgh, he's only 27 or 26, go be 27 before the season starts. Like, just bring in another serviceable back and make it a true rotation.
Well, you know who you're letting go then.
Who?
Julius.
Oh, no.
Tried and true Julius Chestnut.
Yeah, he's definitely tried and true, all right.
Tried and ran through, Paul.
Yeah,
so, we're talking about wide receivers and stuff like that. What do we... Because Cam Ward, he needs weapons.
Yeah.
And, we do... I guess right now we have to work on the assumption that we keeping Calvin Ridley, which is... I don't love it. So then your top three would be what? Calvin, Elliott, DK. Mm-hmm. That's bottom 10 in the league.
Gotta be.
Okay, so how do we strengthen this? We gotta. There's Christian Kirk is out there. De'Ami Brown. I think De'Ami Brown's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
But again, like after that, it's just hopes and prayers, dude. Like who do you want to take a shot at? It'd be Alec Pierce. They're talking about Alec Pierce being re-signed.
Yep.
I don't think George Pickens is gonna end up on the block.
Yep. We're praying for a cap casualty right now.
Yeah, I mean,
we're praying for them to re-sign Pierce and Pittman drop out because of that.
And I was listening to Zach Lyons and Stoney. They're talking about Wan'Dale Robinson. They're expecting him to go back to the Giants. So who the hell do we get?
Well,
Tyquan Thornton.
For me,
Tyquan.
For me, and we talked about it the other day, Lim. I mean, I'm a fan of Romeo Dobbs. If he comes in, I think he eliminates our problem of it being in the intermediate game. Like, we had a lot of times where our guys, we just wasn't drawing up stuff for the middle of the field. It was either deep or short, or we running that end around, that famous end around. So
my favorite play.
I think Romeo Dobbs, I mean, he's a team player, man. He's very consistent. He has good hands. I mean, he doesn't, like, Lim can give me the comps on him, but, he's a pretty big guy. Like, I didn't realize he was as big as he looked. I mean, he had that big
It's his helmet.
He has that helmet.
Him and Tajay Spears are going to take all the room on the field.
Yeah. But I think he could be one of the missing pieces to help add to what Cam Ward is trying to build here. So, for me, I'm a Romeo Dobbs guy, and I think with them drafting Matthew Golden, that eliminates him getting his pay cut.
Yeah.
His paycheck. I'm sorry, but yeah, I'm with him. I'm saying go get Romeo Dobbs, bro.
Yeah, Romeo Dobbs, 55 catches, 724 yards, 6 touchdowns, played 16 games. He's rarely hurt. I mean, he's pretty reliable.
Yeah,
good.
Concussions is his only issue.
Concussions, yeah. Well, hey, he fights through them because he's got that big ass helmet on.
Yeah, right.
So, I mean, I think that's a solid option, I guess, to pair with Calvin Ridley, to go with Ellick and DK. Now this is where I drop my nuts, and this is where we put our money out there. And you talk about a player with gravity. You bring in Kyle Pitts.
Liam, what you got to say about that?
You bring in Kyle Pitts.
I like it. I like it.
He draws attention. He's a force on the field. I mean, he's 25 years old. He came into the league at 20. Tender age of 20. What behind the earlobes? 2,000-yard seasons. Hey, hear me out. Gravity. People are going to, they know that he's going to be on the field and they're going to have to defend him. He's going to get people wide open. It's like a Trey McBride situation. And you can get rid of old Chickham.
Let's see. How much are you paying him?
Well, I mean, what is the
Spotrac has it at $10 million.
Yeah, easily.
I don't think that's.
I mean, I'm sure it's going to end up being more.
Yeah, I think.
I mean, I'll probably go as high as 14 or 15.
I don't think he heard you. Run those stats back again for one more time. Run those back.
Let's see what we got. All right, so
because what tight end is doing that?
Yeah, I mean,
let's just be real. What tight end?
Last year, 118 targets, 88 receptions, 928 yards. I mean, 10 yards a catch.
Woo!
Had 1,000 yards his rookie season.
Come on now.
Again, reliable, 17. He's played 17 games 4 out of 5 years. Doesn't get hurt. 25 years old, entering his physical prime. I'm going to start selling you on this.
He's going back. But if he's magically available and the Titans take a swing at him, I won't be mad. It's one of those. I just think he's fool's gold, man.
Why?
There's just something about him, man. It just screams to me, I'm not really like that. Like, what? Wait. I think you pick up Isaiah Likely for $7 million less a year. I'm thinking that, you might stretch to 15, 16 for Kyle Pitts. You can get Likely for 9, 8. And I'm going to get Likely, man. Likely with more targets and a focal point of the offense. I'm doing that, man.
But he had more targets and stuff when Andrews went down, and he didn't do crap with it.
He was scoring touchdowns.
Did he?
No, but he was getting yards. I'm just personally not a fan of Kyle Pitts, man. I think he's underachieved. Aside from 2 years,
I don't understand that 2,000-yard seasons out of 5, and he's a tight end.
Yeah, 2 out of 5, and where was he picked?
Number 4.
My point,
he's not. He's still not. They got Drake London. He's had Calvin Ridley on the team. He's never been the number 1 option.
He was drafted 4th overall, man. He's an underachiever, man.
Okay.
He's an underachiever.
I hate to break it to you. 1,000 yards on our team is pretty damn good.
Well,
I think Calvin Ridley's an underachiever. We got to bring him back.
You didn't feel like that about TP? Back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons?
Listen, no. It's a style of runner that I want.
Oh, gosh.
I understand he gets 1,000 yards. It's a style of runner. I want a burner.
I want somebody who can block, too.
What are you trying to say? Kyle Pitts will stick his nose in there.
Yeah,
he'll get his nose dirty.
Broke.
Yeah. Again, no, he doesn't. 17 games, 4 out of 5 seasons.
Oh, my God. Look, I'm fine with Kyle Pitts.
Here's a likely. I'll look at likely real quick.
Yeah, do me a favor and look up Isaiah.
While you're doing that, I'm going to say this quick thing. This is jumping back just a second. For those out there, you may be in the same boat as me. Until I started doing some research on him, and it's only, the research, I mean Google. Mm-hmm. And Spotrac. I didn't realize Romeo Doubs was 6'2", 200. Mm. He's a pretty sizable receiver. In my head, I assumed he was like a slot, size guy.
Yeah.
I'm surprised by that. But talk to us about Likely.
Isaiah Likely last year, 27 catches, 300 yards, and 1 touchdown.
What about the year before?
42 catches, 477 yards, and 6 touchdowns.
I'll take it.
So, you're getting 600. You're getting 600 less yards.
No, I mean, Dave.
Lock in.
Like I said, I'm not going to be mad at it. I do think there's a less than a 1% chance he ends up hitting the market.
Somebody's got to hit the market. I mean, there's just no way we got to run it back.
Look, you just have to realize
this team that we got.
Teams don't let good players walk very often. And the Falcons are in no position to let a 1,000-yard player walk.
Well, they do. We
have to start facing reality.
They're going to start facing. They got to pay Bijan Robinson. They're going to have to pay Drake London.
So let me ask you.
Those are two.
Let me ask you. So Stefanski just got the job there, right? So do you think he'll fit him stylistically? Like, do you think he'll make that a priority of saying, "Hey, Kyle Pitts is up. Make sure he gets signed"?
Yeah, because I think, the fact that they drafted Harold Fannin and used him so much in the offense, Pitts is just an upgraded version of Fannin.
Fannin did look good.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah, it's a taller version of Fannin, except he wasn't drafted 4th overall.
What are we down to in the free agency market?
For tight ends?
If it comes to that.
So we're going to have to go with like the slightly older veteran tight end route. So you've got David Njoku, Dallas Goedert, Taysom Hill. You've got Higbee, Ertz, Hooper, Foster Moreau. I mean,
my God,
that's where you're at. Noah Fant is a young-ish option. That's really where you're at. It's not. Yeah, you're gonna have to draft something, but we have to keep remembering. Well, Hick needs to remember. I think that the Titans are pretty much set on bringing in a true tight end too, who can block and catch passes when needed.
Yeah,
the Anthony Ferkshires of the world.
You got to get your Luke Stalker, so Luke Stalker can coach himself.
There it is. And they're going to depend on Gunnar Helm to be the primary receiving threat. I think that's the route they're going to go and not invest too much capital into it. They may draft somebody, but I don't think they're going to pick up a big name at tight end.
So you'd be okay with going in the next season with Gunnar Helm as your tight end one?
Yeah, I believe in Gunnar.
Okay.
I believe in Gunnar. Okay. I think that Gunnar has the potential to be a 600-700-yard tight end. And if you do that and tight end two's getting what Gunnar got last year, around 300-400, you got 1,000 yards at the position. Here we go. We back.
Okay, so this is my thing. I'm not mad at that. But this is where you go and get your blocker, your guy to like fill in for that role, because that was one of Chig's weaknesses. Was blocking.
The worst in the league based on PFF. Literally based on PFF. The problem is Njoku was 2 spots down. I wanted Njoku.
Yeah.
But is what it is.
I mean, if you're not going to pay Chig, I'm looking at it as like, all right, go get you a solid utility blocker and go draft you a young prospect and, you know what I mean, that can be a dual tight end, that has good hand. I mean, Gunnar, he can block pretty well as well, but I like him in the receiving game. I mean, it's so tough, man. This free agency is going to be very challenging. It's going to be challenging.
Yeah.
So what about he's got a relationship with Dayball. What about Dan Bellinger?
Dan Bellinger, I like him because he's younger. He's 25. And I think that he does provide value in multiple ways. He is a guy who blocks, but can turn around and catch the ball. Do you have his receiving stats up from what he did last year?
Yeah, I do.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, 19 catches, 286 yards.
Okay.
2 touchdowns. Okay. So there's your Luke Stalker.
There's your Luke Stalker. He
maybe in a bigger role he could do something.
Yeah. Bring Josh Wiley back. What?
Shoot. You bring Josh Wiley back, Romeo Dobbs, and then you have Tajay Spears on the field at the same time?
Hey, look.
Oh, yeah. That
ain't going to be no room.
They had no room.
The Lollipop Boys.
The Lollipop Boys.
Yeah. All right, so tell me this. How would you guys feel about us doubling up and getting like a Cade Otton and like Daniel Bellinger? We probably wouldn't. Daniel Bellinger is going to be cheap.
So that's kind of going to
we're talking about $2.5 million for Bellinger, $8 million for Cade Otton. I wouldn't be mad at it, man. I think that gives us an approach that is, it's serviceable. Looking at what Cade Otton did last year, this 572 yards. We're not talking about he only had 1 touchdown, but that doesn't matter. He's, somebody who's serviceable. So I wouldn't be mad at Cade Otton coming in, kind of serving as that secondary tight end who's on the field a good amount with us running, dual tight end sets. 12 personnel is the way to go right now. So I might be all right with that.
Yeah, Cade Otton he's performed this past at least couple seasons, 59 catches, right around 600 yards. He's serviceable.
Yeah.
I think he's an upgrade over. I would like that pairing with Gunner more than I would like it with just like Daniel Bellinger.
Yeah.
And I think I would probably like him even more than I like Chig. If I'm being honest,
I think so.
He's shown pretty solid flashes and is pretty reliable. So I would like Cade Otton. I don't like it as much as I would just rather pay top dollar for Kyle Pitts. But if I'm taking like a secondary round going cheaper, I think Cade Otton would probably be like that P2 position for me. I like Cade Otton. Yeah,
that's a position that I trust. I would trust him to block. You know what I mean? And then in the situations where we have to chip, you're no longer being chipped by I know this isn't his real height, but I'm going to say, like 6'1.5", 145 pound Chig. You're going to get chipped by, a 6'5", what does Kate weigh? 247. So basically 250, guy. He'd knock you off your block a little bit and then get into a route. So I like that. He's also born in April, a week after me. That's my dog.
Hey, I'm in April too.
Hey,
yeah. Aries.
Hey,
Aries.
Come on now, and he's a 4th round.
We're aggressive. That's what our little moon things say. So
I'm late April. So I'm Taurus. Yeah, man.
See, that makes sense with the paint and stuff like that.
That's crazy.
That makes sense with the paint and stuff like that.
Hey, people, there's a lot of hate and slander going on. I have the best hairline in the. You know what I mean? Hey.
You willing to take your hat off?
Not at the moment.
See, you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
I got you next time, fellas.
Yeah, exposed.
Hey, that's crazy.
Exposed. Yeah, but I want to jump into a conversation with the wide receiver and ask you guys a few quick questions. Okay? So let's say we keep Calvin Ridley and we bring in a Dobbs or Wan'Dale Robinson, something of that nature. Let's ignore like true positions, you know what I mean, where people play for 10 seconds. If it's Dobbs, he's pretty versatile, so he can kind of fill in your role. What wide receiver are you comfortable with those snaps being dipped into more? Ellick or Chim? Me personally, if we've got Dobbs and Ridley on the field, I would like to have Ellick out there to be another bigger body, to do some things at the catch point and so forth. But just curious on what you guys think, who you're more comfortable getting snaps taken away from.
Oh, it would definitely be Ellick.
Oh,
listen, Chimere DK, out of the 3 wide receivers that we're talking about, he's the only one that's got 4.4 speed. So if somebody's got to get down the field, we can't just have these 10 yards and clouds of dust. Sometimes you need some big plays. So
and Ellick made them.
Yeah, he's also. He dropped the ball too, but he also it just takes a little time to get revved up to get down the field. Chim just gets down there.
It's tough for me, man. I really like Illick. I don't think I would like to see his production dipped. Man, that's such a tough question, bro. Like, wow.
Yeah, somebody's not going to be on the field. Yeah.
God, dog.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know. That's tough.
Because if we're talking about a properly slotted roster, Cody's thing, one of them need to be wide receiver 4 if our wide receiver room is growing. If they're in our top 3, maybe they have breakout seasons. I don't know. But based on what I saw last year, if one of them are at wide receiver 4, you feel pretty confident that your room is at least serviceable, that you can creep towards middle of the pack.
Yeah.
So with that, you'd rather Ellick be that 4th guy.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
I don't.
And then you could even.
I don't know if that's a for sure.
And you can just
though.
put him even 5th, and you draft somebody in the 2nd round.
No,
Just
man.
keep knocking them down. Respectfully.
That's a lot of slander on Ellick.
It's not slander. I mean,
It is slander. It is.
It is. That's bad.
It is slander.
He dropped
he produced.
It's slander.
He produced.
He
Now,
had-
he dropped some big plays. Like, he dropped some catches that he should have made. But I like what I saw from Ellick.
Again, I'm
especially
not
with him
saying
being a
I
rookie.
don't. I like Ellick. I'm
doesn't
just
sound
saying
like
if
it.
we're cheap, DK just has a different skill set.
If we're talking about as a wide receiver, though, I mean, we also are talking about a wide receiver at 100 more yards in Ellick. He's got a bigger frame. He can win at the catch point. And you've got speed on the field, in that situation with having Ridley and Dobbs. So
They're not burners, though.
Chim is a deep crosser. He can get open in those situations. But just to turn it on and go, you know what I mean?
He's more that than Ridley, Dobbs, or Ellick.
No, Ellick has won on straight vertical routes.
Yeah, he can catch the ball like at the tip of the point. But
Yeah,
I'm
on
talking-
straight vertical
okay,
routes.
but what I'm saying is that we need somebody who can just get down the field and just catch.
Calvin Ridley.
No, that's not Calvin Ridley.
That's Calvin Ridley's
Calvin
that's,
Ridley.
that's Calvin Ridley's game.
And then he'll drop the ball.
That's Calvin Ridley's game.
Okay.
It's deep crossers. What else is he if he's not that?
I mean, you let Ridley work. You let Riddle Man work.
That's what I'm saying. You're not about to disrespect Calvin Ridley
We're not gonna
over
take that
one
slander.
season. Oh
Yeah,
my
no.
gosh! I just realized what you're talking about,
listen,
dog.
man, it's
Hold on.
I just remember being at the Colts game, 37, 15-yard line. Cam's fighting for his life in the pocket, throws it to a wide open Calvin Ridley. Drops it.
You don't remember Chim doing that?
Drops
He put
it.
his hands on his head.
That was a bad drop. That was a bad drop.
See what I'm saying, man? Look, and I'm not comparing Calvin and Chim to each other, but in the scenario that you're describing, they do some of the same things. The person that's on the field that nobody can do what he does is Ellick. He's the big body contested catch. He's got to improve at the catch. Well, don't get me wrong. He's not like just elite snagging one hand Calvin Johnson, but if you say, hey, we need somebody to fill Chim's role, you can say, okay, we can put Calvin or Romeo in that spot. If you want somebody to fill Ellick's role, hey,
Chris Brazzle.
I like those young guys, and and even on top of that, Ellick was at some points in the season was in sync with Cam. Like when they had to go like off script, like some of those touchdowns were Ellick being at the right place at the right time, understanding Cam, like doing his thing. Man, let Ellick cook, bro. Like he's good. I like him. I like him a lot.
Yeah, I like Ellick too.
Joe didn't feel like it. Okay.
Do y'all think? Oh, look, one more thing. I know this doesn't matter for anything of nothing, but like, and we got a long way down in the offseason before we know how these guys approach this. But do you think like they'll take another look at Restrepo, or do you think like, you know what I mean?
Restrepo. Restrep, no.
I think
I'm just curious. It just came to my mind just now.
Restrepo.
When I said mind melt,
Get
I'm like,
the hell outta
dang,
here.
Restrepo, bro. Like, all right, is he
my
cooked?
God.
You know
look,
what I mean?
man,
What's happening?
Restrepo.
he may be able to fight for like that last wide receiver spot on the field because Chim takes the special teams aspect out of it, at least from like, we still need gunners and such too, but if you're asking me who's going to provide more value, a healthy, and I guess they both got hurt, so I have to really caveat that, but a healthy Bryce Oliver versus a healthy Restrepo, I'm taking Bryce Oliver, 10 out of 10.
I got you.
Bryce Oliver's an elite gunner, and when he gets the ball, he's actually serviceable. He can catch the ball. I'm not saying Restrepo can't, but we haven't seen enough for us to really say that he deserves.
I ain't gonna lie, man. He was starting to get the fans behind him before he got that injury.
Yeah, that injury.
Like, it was looking good.
Him finishing the season would have been cool, if he had a few more big moments. And, it's going to be rough for him, though, because he's got to come back from the injury, fight through probably more people than he did last year because, that's the rough part of it. Bryce Oliver got hurt. There was another guy who performed pretty well but got hurt the last preseason game. I forgot his name. He was a bigger body receiver. We had saw him at training camp, one of us, then he snagged it in the end zone right in front of us. Gosh, I can't remember
I think he went to the Bills.
Yeah, I think he did, yeah. So we've lost a few, there's a few people who were in front of him now that are gone and now hurt or was hurt throughout the season that opened up his opportunity. Now Mason Kinsey will probably be replaced with somebody of his caliber. Hopefully, his goal is to be Mason Kinsey going forward. Be the unkillable. Be the guy who comes in, he's serviceable. He'll catch the ball every once in a while, but he's not going to come in and just F things up. That's what he should be striving for right now as a player, and that's what's the most realistic for him because I think we're going to draft a late-round receiver. Even if we draft one in the second round, we'll still draft one later on, in my opinion. I think this is a 2-wide receiver draft for us.
Yeah. What do you think about Jordan Tyson?
I think Jordan Tyson.
I'm starting to get. I'm starting to get a little.
I think he's the most talented wide receiver.
Watching Jordan Tyson. Jordan Tyson's he's kind of a dog. I can't lie.
I think he's the most talented wide receiver that's available.
So is this number 4?
Jordan Tyson. Gosh, if he didn't have the injury history, it's an easy no-brainer for me.
Yeah.
Really?
Not at wide receiver.
Okay.
Easy no-brainer if we took an offensive player at 4. I'm trying to battle because it's been 4 or 5 different injuries. He hadn't hurt the same thing over and over. I don't know if that helps his case or hurts his case. But I like him. I would be really excited about it if we drafted him. It's just the injury history scares me, man.
Yeah, it's hard. To me, it's difficult to take Tyson over one of those premier edges.
Yeah.
Because I think Chris Bell from Louisville, I think that Brazel and the Boston kid, I think they're all pretty solid options as you get at number 2. And Boston's a burner.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to start probably a slot in the team and you want to talk about burners, that dude Boston, he's got he's attached some rockets in his booty. So
yeah, why?
Sorry,
I thought you were gonna say boots, and then they just went that
in
direction.
His boot.
I like Jordan Tyson a lot. Like I said, Carnell Tate to me is
Corey Davis,
the safer option in terms of not getting hurt. Likely will be on the field, and he's got enough talent to where I think he can be a serviceable wide receiver too for his career. But at the same time, I feel like I have this conversation about every Ohio State receiver because they're always playing with a better receiver. Jeremiah Smith, if he stays to his junior year, there'll be a freshman that comes in and everybody says it's better than Jeremiah Smith. That's just the way Ohio State works. And then that guy comes into the league and he's a dog.
Yeah.
So it's like, am I not looking at history right now and ignoring that? But I would rather have right now, if I'm picking.
Don't do it.
I think I'm going to just go with Jordan Tyson and say, hey, I'm going to go out swinging. But that's the reason why I'm taking edge because there's so much pause
just over
behind
Tate.
it.
Yeah. Yeah. The Tate just doesn't excite me. The thing is with Tate too, the same argument could have been made for Ibuka coming out last year. But Ibuka had a game where he put up 305 touchdowns.
True.
And that game doesn't really exist for Tate, which is kind of just, I don't know, man. I'm just not excited if we get Tate. I'm just kind of I don't want a wide receiver 2 in the first round.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing is the potential of Jordan Tyson is what excites me, is that he can be a wide receiver 1 who dominates the game. And I don't want to go with the safe option. I think that Borgonzi's comments last year going into the draft, we want to get premium guys at premium positions. That's something that he's going to be gunning for. And I don't know if Tate fits premium. He fits serviceable, maybe even better than serviceable, but Does he present elite? I'm not sure. That's rough, man.
So as of right now, we're about 20 minutes into this, and we've gotten Cam Ward, no new weapons. We're bringing back Tony Pollard and Ridley. we're just gonna run it back.
I've got us getting Romeo Dobbs at least. Romeo Dobbs,
we got
Cade Otton,
maybe Kyle
and
Pitts.
some defensive players. I know we're gonna get a couple of
maybe Kyle Pitts.
DBs. We're gonna need a couple of cornerbacks. So we got to just see what opens up in there. But I mean that's what I'm going. And I mean, if we're looking at it from a draft perspective, I'm not even mad if I don't know how they're gonna go with their approach. Like when they had the press conference with the coordinators, they covered their tracks on how they addressed what type of players they're looking for. Mm-hmm. So that's what makes it tough. But I'm not going to be mad or surprised if that night of draft night we trade down and we get Jeremiah Love and another piece. Like, I'm not mad, bro. Like, we get Bailey and find a way. God, dog, man.
So let's say,
how would that even be possible to get Bailey and Love?
I think
if we trade down, it's a wrap.
You trade down and trade back up. That's
yeah. Look at this. Okay, man. Now we're playing Monopoly.
We trade down and trade back up. Something crazy, kind of like what the Giants did.
Yeah, it's gonna have to be crazy.
It'll be
Texans.
So, question for you guys: would you guys rather draft? Okay, I'll put it to you this way. Last year, Ashton Genty was considered to be the premier guy, best running back we've evaluated in 10 years, blah, 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 blah. Mm-hmm. Even if you put Love, let's just say that Genty was a 99, you put Love at 100. What did Genty do for that Raiders team last year? I'm not saying that he wasn't, he had, I think, like 1,300 all-purpose yards, but, like, what did he do in terms of wins and losses? I know it's more than just a running back, but how much did he affect it? I mean, to me, Tetairoa McMillan changed the trajectory of the Panthers because it gave Bryce Young that target.
Yeah.
I would rather go wide receiver in the first round than go running back. I'm ignoring edge right now because we're having an offensive conversation. I'd rather stick and pick and go Jordan Tate, just combine both of them. Tate. Jordan Tyson or Carnell Tate before I go with Jeremiah Love. I know Jeremiah Love is the better player, but to me, up until Saquon went to Philly, elite running backs weren't winning championships.
Yeah, I mean, Genty didn't even get 1,000 yards last year. He had 266 carries, 975 yards. I mean, that offensive line was a complete disaster.
It was.
And if you want to get hypothetical with it, I mean, our offensive line was towards the end of the season was actually
they were clicking.
Yeah, I mean, you got Randy out there running the ball, getting 100 yards. Talking about TP. I don't know the thought of Jeremiah Love with a good offensive line and it being here is definitely exciting. I just worry about 4 years down the road that he'll be like a shell of himself. That's why. That's my worry about any running back, though. Yeah. I mean, it didn't happen with Derrick Henry, but I mean, it kind of did happen with Chris Johnson. Mm-hmm. He had his 2K season. We paid him a bunch of money, and then he just wasn't the same guy. So I think that's kind of the worry that I have with taking Jeremiah Love, even though he's probably with Caleb Downs like top two player in the entire class.
So let's focus real quick with you saying that. What leads me to, and I think it might have been 2024, what leads me to this conversation, 2024 was like the running back free agent hysteria. You know what I mean? You had Aaron Jones, Eckler, Gibson, Henry, Pollard, Saquon, Josh Jacobs, Swift. Like, you had so many people out there who switched teams and were available. And a lot of those guys performed really well where they were. Mm-hmm. You almost would say, I mean, Eckler wasn't, super dynamic, but you almost would say Tony Pollard was kind of like the least effective out of those guys who got their second contract, but he was an effective running back. I mean, that was in 2024. They had 1,000-yard seasons back to back.
Yeah.
I say that to say this. I'd rather dip into free agency and get one of those second contract running backs because they've proved themselves to be pretty solid. I know I just jumped to like the top of the top when it comes to the names, but even Javonte Williams, Rico Dowdle, Kenneth Gainwell, for instance, like those guys came in and really were productive in their second contract, which tells me that we don't have to be so scared about doing that.
Yeah.
That's why the Jeremiah Love conversation, okay, if he comes in rookie year and gets 1,000 yards, that's basically what TP did last year.
Well, if he came in and got 1,000 yards, that'd be a disaster. You hope he come in and get...
A disaster year, 1,000 yards?
I'm saying if it's at number 4 overall, it'd be a disaster.
Well, what pick was Genty?
Genty was like... he was high. Let me look real quick. But, yeah, you bring in Jeremiah Love, you're hoping that you're getting 1,600.
Jeez, man.
All purpose?
No, rushing. Yeah,
just rushing?
I think so, yeah. You're bringing him that high. Genty was 6.
See, that's what I'm saying, man. I just, no.
Now the thought of Jeremiah Love with, little Kyle Pitts out there, and you compare that with Ridley and...
Hey.
Oh, now you want to compare something with Ridley,
Hey, listen, now we're starting to cook a little bit.
Oh, gosh.
DK out there.
You smell that?
I smell BS. You're right. I do smell BS.
Is it on my breath?
Oh, man. Because, okay. I am still team no love.
Okay.
If I'm trading down, and I'm taking goddamn, what's my safety?
Oh, Downs?
I'm taking Downs.
Yeah.
If I'm trading down, I'm getting the best freaking player in the draft, period, regardless of position.
How far do you think he could fall? Bailey, they're saying Bailey could fall to like 9.
Yeah.
You get Bailey at 9.
Do y'all think that type of situation will happen? Like some of these players would. We're talking we're talking with them, but do you think the draft would just go unexpected and these guys will fall?
There'll be one or two that do. Mm-hmm. It's always every year like, dang, this guy keeps falling. I remember, who was it last year, man? There was somebody we thought were going to get picked right after us, and he didn't go until a couple. We're not doing this. But, yeah, man, it's one of them, man, that's like, why? Like, I am one of those where I think you ignore Jeremiah Love unless you trade down. There's no chance at 4. Mm-hmm. There's no chance at 4. If you have to, I don't think this is a draft where many people are going to want to trade up.
So, what if the Jets took Jeremiah Love at 2?
They'll be drunk, and it'll be a Jets decision.
Because then that would open up Breece Hall, and we get Breece Hall.
Yeah, that would be. I think we would know we had Breece Hall prior to the draft.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah,
but
now we'll be talking then. If it's something like that happens,
I would be fine.
Yeah.
Well, even like trades wise too, because people are going to start trying to move up probably because there's going to be, if he goes that high, then we could have a hot spot to come trade with us and get something.
It's true. So, yeah, the odds of that is absolutely nothing, like 0. But if we're just living in our fantasy world of getting Kyle Pitts and this and that,
we can't just run it back.
I'm not saying run it back. I'm just saying, man, what's going to be in front of us are going to be the serviceable options. Like we ain't gonna have a chance of no big dogs, man. Like we got to realize too, though, we're not going to turn this team around in this offseason either.
Bro, you can. You got all this cap space.
Yeah, but if you don't have the people to spend it on,
I guess
if I got $1 million and I'm in goddamn Dollar General,
it's a great. It's a great defensive free agent class. I think
this is solid.
You go get a couple corners and stuff like that. What y'all think about the offensive line?
Yeah, well, let's wrap up this conversation with talking about O-line. I guess the real conversation to me is Zeitler. Mm-hmm. Looking at, what, I forgot the gentleman's name, but somebody recently, shout out to whoever you are, I'm sorry, put out the pressure rates per position on the O-line. Zeitler at right guard was tops in the league in terms of the least amount of pressures given up, and then 5th was Skoronski. Mm-hmm. I would be fine with Zeitler coming back, but if he didn't, I am not a fan of just pulling in. I'm not a fan of just moving up
Slater.
Yeah, I'm not. There's been some pretty cool people though who have popped up
I know Evan Neal's been talked about a little bit.
Wyatt Teller announced he's not coming back. I know he's been hurt, but if you want an older option again, there you go. Elijah Vera Tucker, which I think led the league in penalties. No, that wasn't him. That was.
And he's injured a lot.
He is injured a lot.
He's injured a ton.
Trevor Penning has been an option. I mean, I
know
this is such like a important because I want my O-line to be filled the correct way, but it's tough for me to get excited about some. It's not tackle to me.
Yeah,
I think there's a lot of people who will come in and be serviceable. I don't really. I mean, there are some elite guys that are going to be popping available, but I don't know if we're going to be spending the money.
You keeping Cushenberry?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to see year two post Achilles.
Okay.
Yeah, I was going to say, man, I just don't think you overthink that situation. When he came back from that Achilles injury, he did have to do some work. But for me, he was still serviceable. That was essentially where we seen the offensive line up their production. From Corey Levin to Cushenberry coming back at that point in the season. So I think you would be – it's essentially back to what I was saying earlier. You're chopping talent and creating more holes than using what you have and continuing to build. Now, do you eventually reevaluate that position later on? Sure. But for now, I'm keeping Cushenberry, man.
Okay. Well, there was a time in the year where when Levin was in and Cushenberry was out, we were averaging an extra yard per carry. So, I mean –
But then when Cush came back, that yard stayed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, I think I don't know, man. How have you felt about Cushenberry's tenure here?
First year he got hurt. Second year coming back from injury, I have to say has been he's not meeting expectations for sure. I think this is the year for him to show okay, you know what I mean?
Okay.
We gave you a pass on the injury. All right, now it's a little bit of coming back from injury. There's been some movement. We're still gelling as an O-line. I would love for Zeitler to come back and to see that line all together again for one more year.
Just run it back.
And just run it back, man. I think it's a group you can run it back with.
See, that's where mine come in at. Where's the grace for Zeitler? I don't know if I have it for Zeitler. I'm looking at it all right, is Jackson Slater, is he ready? Could he step up to the plate? Or do you take a look in free agency, see what guards are out there to replace? I mean, for me, he just got hurt a lot, man.
So you didn't like Zeitler?
I wasn't a big fan of what he did this year. Maybe I set the bar too high from him coming from the Lions and seeing what he did, and then he's coming here and
his numbers say otherwise. Kevin Zeitler was a dog. He was tops in the league.
So my eyes were fooling me, from what I was seeing on the field.
Yeah, it was fooling you. He was right there. I mean, he wasn't. We love Skoronski, and I'm not saying he's better than Skoronski, but he wasn't too far off. Zeitler was solid. Yeah, he was very, very solid. He also was dealing with the weakest part on our O-line being next to him, really on both sides. But he still held it down. Zeitler was nowhere near the issue. And you look at his last 4 or 5 games, his pass blocking rate, 86, 81, 85, 80. He finished with 75 and then for PFF, excuse me. And then 74 just total overall. I mean, Zeitler was big Zeit, baby.
Hey, let me ask you, how many games did he play? Was he fairly available?
Yeah. He left the game early, I think, twice. The last game of the season, he left early. He only played 7 snaps. But other than that, he played basically 30 snaps every game. I think he left the San Francisco game early. He only played 21 snaps. But other than that, Big Dog was there.
Dang, I'll shut up then. I'll just let you bring him back.
Big Zeit.
He was on the 1 year, right?
He was. Yeah, he's too old to get anything more than that. He 36. Yeah, take him to the water. He finna. Yeah. 14 years in the league, dog. Goodness gracious, more than anybody on the free agent list for guards.
Yeah. So, rotational tackles, he's gonna run it back with Oli Udo.
I'm running it back, man, because even when he had to come in and start, it was nowhere near. Shoot, he was better Dillard and all them were, and they were starters. You know what I mean? Like, he was just solid. Yeah, you had the chip on him and stuff like that, but that's what your backup tackle was going to do. If you had a backup tackle who didn't have to chip with, he'd be your starter. So, I think that I'm running it back with Big Ollie.
I mean, there's Cam Robinson, DJ Humphries.
I mean, if we take a swing in for agency, I'm not going to be mad. I think Ollie's cheap enough to where you can.
Yeah, he's definitely cheap.
You can sign him, man. Definitely, you can sign him to
pay
a
for
deal.
what you get, son.
You can bring in another player and just let them fight it out in camp. Like I think he's cheap enough for you to do that, and you continue to keep Mr. Florida and C and Brandon
Crenshaw Dixon, sir.
Anyways,
is Udo the one that walks funny?
No, that was gosh, man. Oh, man.
It was Stoney's favorite, wasn't it?
Oh, man. Who was it?
He walked like he had a
man.
a fake leg.
Yeah. Oh, man.
I can't remember his name.
That was slipping my mind, man, but I know exactly. But it wasn't him, no.
Okay.
It wasn't him. He was, gosh, man, I can't remember who it was, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, the next episode or two are going to be all about the outlook of what we think the Tennessee Titans should do. We'll get in here. We'll talk about the defensive side of the ball. Then we'll jump back into the be the GM. Now that we've had those conversations, see what that looks like.
It's more mock drafts.
Got to get some of those out there. We've got a series coming called The Blueprint, which we're really excited about.
Yes,
we're going to kind of piece together everything we've spoken about and talk about what's the blueprint that we can follow that other teams in the past have done, what the Patriots look like a few years ago, what the Commanders look like, what the success stories have looked like, and also what the opposite. What are the Browns doing to stay where they're at? What have we done the last 3 or 4 years to stay where we're at?
Super Bowl
and talk about. Let's not do this. And talk about where we can go. But any closing thoughts before we drop for today, fellas?
Man, just like, comment, and subscribe. That's all I ask. We've hit 1,500 on TikTok. We're at 80,000 on YouTube.
Let go.
So,
yes, sir.
Hey, that road to 100K, we'll probably get there by middle of next season. That's what I'm going to say. So,
take it.
Let's go.
I'll take it.
It's a good goal to have, man. I just want to say I appreciate everybody that has been just supporting all the fans, man, that DM, comment. Man, just keep supporting us, man. We got some cool stuff coming. Yeah, man, we got some special guests coming in the offseason. It's going to be a lot of fun. And you're going to want to tune into this Blueprint series. I think it's going to be really, really special. And, yeah, man, we here. We here in this space, man. So this is what we've been working on, man. We've been getting this beautiful space ready. And we finna hit the ground running. Yeah.
Let's go, man.
Let's go.
Well, thank you guys again for tuning in with us today. We'll catch you guys again soon. PMC out.
Yes, sir. Press me.
Call this to the Titans.
Let's go.